What's up, tabletop role-playing game nerds? It is your boy, the OG GM, coming to you live from a small island off the coast of Costa Rica, affectionately referred to as Site B. What's going on with you this Friday morning? Not much going on with me, just a normal, regular, everyday Friday morning here at the OG GM secret broadcast headquarters. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning on the 16th day of June, 2023. Not much going on in my life. What's going on? Oh, wait. Yeah, there is. This came out. Physical product available through Lulu. I worked on this. Yes. 200 some odd pages of crunchy superhero goodness. If you are looking to get into some dark, wretched superhero street level 1980s superhero role playing, check this out. And you help support me and the Red Room. All right, it's Friday. It's time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game news, whatever, that doesn't involve Wizards of the Coast, any bits and bobs of news we might have missed. Of course, the number one story is the OSR Culture Wars, gatekeeping, and I guess people are upset at Kelsey because she might have paid for a review. Again, because you people have nothing better to do with your times. But first, what is going on with basic role-playing? Somebody just asked me about that. What's going on at Chaosium? Of course, chunking out tons of new stuff for Call of Cthulhu. Every time we blink, there's another new Call of Cthulhu product coming out. But there's been a lot of curiosity over basic role-playing re-release and the physical product of basic role-playing re-release. Because when they announced that they were going to do this, they said that there would be a physical product sometime available before June. It's now been pushed back to October. Why? Well, because there was some mistakes in the PDF, which have since been hopefully corrected. I haven't checked. Basically, they rushed it. They've been working on it for a while. The OGL nonsense happened, and for some reason, Chaosium felt that they needed to distance themselves from the OGL nonsense, so they re-released basic role-playing, which for a lot of people was great news because there are a lot of us who wanted to get a copy of this. It is so hard to get a copy of the first version. Complete. You can get the Kickstart one for like $5, print on demand, but the real one, it's out there. It's 50, 70, $80. So we were very excited to hear that there was going to be a new version of this because, it's considered by many to be one of, if not the best role-playing game system made. But they rushed it. We don't know why they rushed it. They were very concerned about how the OGL nonsense of January would affect them. And basically the response was, you don't use the OGL. You use a completely different system that's percentile and proprietary to use that you've been using since before the OGL was made, Chaosium. And sure, are you worried about the fact that you use the word strength and they use the word strength or dexterity or hit points or something like that? Yeah, well, Wizards of the Coast don't own those words. So, but they got worried how the OGL nonsense might have affected them, so they rushed out the new version, and I guess there is some editing mistakes in it, but now those have all been addressed, and the physical product should be out in October. And yes, here's a review of it saying that it is probably the best role-playing system to use if you want to start gaming without jumping into the D&D bandwagon. Why are so many people consider this one of, if not the best role-playing system ever made? As a very wise man once said, you can run anything using it with very little prep. And it predates, it's been around forever. What about the rest of the gaming news? Do we have anything going on in the rest of the gaming news that we are concerned about product-wise or controversy-wise? And, of course, the biggest controversy is the OSR Culture War. Bam, 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 bam. Support me, generic soda. You see me now, the victim of another OSR war. In the old days, we called this the Edition Wars, but now we're calling it the OSR Culture War and the OSR Bigotry and the OSR Gatekeeping. And we'll talk about that, I supposedly, if you really, really want to. But first, let's talk about the stuff that's actually exciting. Blah. Let's see. We've got another Kickstarter campaign that looks like it's about to hit the... oh, nope, they hit it. They hit the 1 million mark. Congratulations. This is an immersive deck-building tabletop game called Command of Natures. It's made by the same people who brought us Here to Slay and Casting Shadows. It is called Command of Nature. Is this a board game? Role-playing game? It's a board game. It comes with cute, chibi-looking figures, which is probably why it won. Oh my God, these are adorable. Can you see these? Am I sharing the page? No, I'm not, because I'm an idiot. Share the page, dude. Blag. My God, these are so cute. Oh my God, they're adorable. Has anybody played this game? Anybody familiar with this guy's stuff? I mean, it looks fun. It looks cute. $1,441,430. 17,992 backers. 4 days left to go. And can I just have these guys? Can you please just send me these guys? They're so adorable. I would use these in every D&D game, even if they don't fit. Congratulations to Command of Nature for being another member of the $1 Million Club. Of course, I guess that doesn't mean anything anymore, but for some of us, it still means. I mean, I'll never see $1 million in my life. So, blam! Congratulations, dude. Or dudette. Dude. You know, I've heard of everybody for dude. WRETCEHD is bringing us some new figures. This is called the Pathfinder Battles Fearsome Forces 12-count battle box set of 24. Can I imagine calling into the store and asking if they have that available? Hi, yes. Do you have the Pathfinder Battle Fearsome Forces 12-count battle box set of 24 in stock? And it features whatever the hell this thing is, but oh my God. Is this a ooze lich? What is this? Doesn't have a name. I'm going to call it ooze lich. You also get this spider lady vampire. She's got fangs. She's got metallic looking claws. She's got normal claws, but she's dressed in, you know, like a normal everyday person. So I'm not sure what's going on with her, but yeah, he's still the best. I want him. Then we've got this lizard folk warrior guy. Nothing really special about this guy. Just a pretty decent looking lizard folk. He's got arrows and a bow and a spear. And then we've got another lizard folk. That's a serpent folk. We know the serpent folks are bad dudes in the Pathfinder Paizo world. Remember, the serpent folk are replacing the drow. All right. So remember all those mentions of drow in the lore of Pathfinder for the past 14 years? That's all bullshit. Turned out it was always serpent folk. We've got goblin. I guess it's a goblin. Pretty frightening looking goblin commander. I mean, he's got to be a commander. He's actually got that's some kind of goblin commander. Got a gnoll. I'm going to say that's a gnoll. I don't know. Orc. Lich looks pretty cool. Another lizard folk. Undead champion. Gnoll spellcaster. Some type of orc. I guess that's a roper? What is that? That's awesome. I would definitely be frightened if I saw that coming down the hallway. But this guy wins. Whatever this guy is, Lich, Ooze Lich wins. Those are coming out from Paizo. They are the Pathfinder's Battle Fearsome Forces 12-count battle box set from WRETCEHD. Blam. Forbidden Lands, yay! Free League has released 2 new things for Forbidden Lands. They are both available at drive-thru, POD and PDF. They're available through the Free League site, but go to the American site, though, not the Swedish site. But yeah, we've got a Book of Beasts, which is already receiving amazing reviews. And we've got the Blood March, which is sort of a campaign setting for the Forbidden Lands. The Forbidden Lands is Free League's other fantasy setting, and it is pretty damn good. I own 2 copies of it, and if you ever wonder what the map behind me is when I'm live streaming, that's the map of the Forbidden Lands. So yeah, Hit Point Press has announced something called the Luminary Grant. So this is a grant that they have been giving out to gamers around the world for doing stuff. The latest recipient of the Luminary Grant is Arisa Santiago for a project they made about fencing. So Arisa Santiago has made a role-playing game about fencers in training, I guess going for the whole magical girl kite thing. Colton Balsker has a game coming out called Valor of Shadows, which is a hard-boiled shift RPG setting of superheroes, supervillains, and mass mystery. So this is a superhero role-playing game from Hit Point Press. Neo-noir world of superheroes and villains. And also aliens. Jan Martin has won Employee of the Year. And Brer Bond has won for a narrative role-playing game they've written called Brer Bond. So I guess they named it after themselves. It's a narrative RPG. So there you go. Congratulations to Arisa Santiago, Colton Balsker, Jan Martin, and Candy Williams for receiving this grant. There's a new card game coming out called Adventure Party. It's a role-playing game about playing a role-playing game where you play characters in a role. Yeah, no. There is a Monopoly Iron Maiden edition coming out. Because of course there is. Plaid Hat Game is announcing a board game called Freelancers, a crossroad game. Guys, that name's been used, so I'm not sure you can use it because there already is at least 2 other games that use Freelancers as a name that I'm aware of. There's probably more than that. I mean, yeah, that's just one of those words where before I put it on a product, I double check to make sure nobody else is using it on a product, because freelancers, I mean, it's just easy, you know, it would just easily apply to pretty much any game setting, any product setting, I mean, board game, role-playing game, video game. So yeah, Plaid Hat Games, maybe before you finish the Kickstarter, make sure you could actually use the name. There's another card game coming out called Bad Baby Lich Lords card game. Nope. Chaosium has announced the Cults of RuneQuest launch as well. So some more news from Chaosium. RuneQuest, of course, being one of Chaosium's fantasy setting. Highly regarded stuff. So yeah, that's coming out. If you're a fan of the RuneQuest setting, this is called Cults of RuneQuest. It should be out any day now. They're also starting to release the stuff for the new Pendragon campaign setting. So if you're a fan of the King Arthur role-playing that Chaosium has created, that's coming out as well. And that seems to be all the news regarding tabletop role-playing games, stuff that has nothing to do with Wizards of the Coast or the OSR Culture Wars. Or Kelsey and Shadow Dark, because yeah, we can't have anything nice, can we? And I suppose at some point in time I should comment on the OSR Culture War, except of course I don't want to. But I should, because God forbid I remain impartial and just report on the news. Till next time, just remind everybody, if you're looking for something to read over the weekend, WRETCHED Vigilantes is available on Lulu, link down below. You support me, you support the Red Room, you get a 200-page, amazingly written, super detailed, superhero sitting, neo-noir or cyberpunk, arcade punk thing, and it's got nudity in it. Till next time, I'm the OG GM. Please take a moment to subscribe. Help me hit 2,000 subs by the end of the year. Drive careful because it's raining. And have a great weekend. I'll be playing DCC with Aaron tomorrow, hopefully.